So put it.
Hey, what up? What up? It's Ben and Tim. We're talking about the Roof Tiger story, and I felt like it would be an interesting topic because you were telling me you ate shit for a couple of years,
I did.
and I think anybody who eats shit for a couple of years is interesting.
Yeah.
Usually entrepreneurs,
Yes.
but all kinds of people eat shit, right? So tell me what you went through those first couple of years to build the brand that is Roof Tiger. Now it's
Yeah.
known around the roofing industry as the Loud branding.
Yeah. 2019, I had moved in with my parents in their basement because I had no money, I had no job. Our pets' heads were falling off. And that's what began the Roof Tiger story. And once I kind of reached the bottom of not having anything, it allowed me to pursue anything. So we went all in on Roof Tiger. When I talk to a lot of entrepreneurs, there's oftentimes a plan B or C. I had no plan B, C, D. I had only one plan, and it was plan A. It was plan Roof Tiger. So I think going through that really challenging time in my life in 2019-20 allowed me to succeed later on because I was already used to a lot of failure. So
And to be clear, so to take tips, sometimes we need to know this. So he is going to 6 million this year, probably, right?
yeah, we're headed
And
there.
like,
Yep.
so just to note, like, that's a pretty short amount of time.
Yep.
To be able to create a business like this. So give me some tips from somebody who's you're less likely to fail, because we're all afraid to fail, right? And
Yes.
fear is an insidious thing.
Yes.
So how can they decrease their fear by making it less likely that they're to fail by taking action?
I think about business like I ordered Chipotle. First you have your rice, then your beans, then your meat, then your toppings. The roofing industry should operate the exact same way. So if somebody calls your office, who answers? What do they say? Who goes to the sales appointment to sell it? Then who does pre-production planning? Who does the construction? And who does the collection? There's really 5 things you should focus on. And so when I started thinking about the roofing industry, there's a lack of process pretty much by nature in the business. There's just a lot of scatterbrained people running businesses. And I think what you need to do is really focus on creating your business like you would create a Chipotle. Extreme process. And that's what we did from day one. Thankfully, I have an amazing staff who I've partnered with, and they're just the best people. So everybody has a very specific job, and they carry it out to max precision. Tiger!
I think one of the things that I admire about you is the winning energy.
Yeah.
And I've been thinking about how much winning energy matters, because like as we grow a business, let's say you get past that first phase, let's past that first couple million.
Yes.
Winning energy ends up being more important.
Yeah.
As a leader, to be able to inspire people.
Yeah.
And to motivate people, you can't be a sad sack.
Yes.
And so, like, talk to me about how you create winning energy in your office and with your people.
Inspire vision. I think it's my primary duty to inspire vision and see people a path forward to do a job really excellent, and then correct as they go, but then celebrate them along the way. I think about Tom Brady. Not to be too cliche about winners, but Tom Brady's certainly not the most talented quarterback to ever exist in the NFL, but he is the most winning quarterback to ever exist. That's because he trained on how to win games. Peyton Manning is far better in terms of a natural quarterback, but going back to what you're saying about natural winning energy, you have to train your brain on how to win every day. How are you going to win today? How are you going to train your team to win? How's your business going to win long-term, short-term, etc.? Winning energy is really important.
And there's always difficult stuff. I think, like,
Yes.
just noting, like,
Yes.
if we're not saying you don't have problems in your business. Like,
Yes.
it's like every day there's a problem. And the bigger
course.
you get and the more business you're doing, the more there's problems. And
Yes.
you can't keep it out. Like, you literally need more problems.
Yes.
But just still taking the energy, like, how do I handle that?
Yeah.
And what is my attitude? Because I could have a bad attitude, but like, I just really don't believe companies scale if they have a leader at the top with a terrible attitude. I'm sure there's
Agreed.
exceptions, but I think like that's one of the things that God, I almost did preacher language. We're called to do. It feels good though. It feels really good.
Yeah.
We're called to do as leaders
Yeah.
is to create like
Inspire.
yeah, and get better at not only trying to have winning energy, but trying to help your team do it.
Agreed.
And like, that's why I ask my people, and I don't lead everybody on my team now, but I'll lead like 3 people.
Yes.
I have 3 executive people that I lead, and like, it's my goal to know what they like doing and to try to help them do more of it.
I like it.
You know, so I ask them like, hey, what are the 3 things that you love doing with your time. And then this week, I did that like 2 weeks ago. And then this week I'm like, hey, how can I help you do a little bit more of that this week? You know, that kind of thing.
Alex Hormozi said this during his fraternities. What's the beginning week in fraternities? The
Like
rush week.
Yeah.
Like the pledges in the first week or like the first 3 days would get really
over
sad.
here, by the way. Sorry.
What's that?
I'm ripping over here, by the way. Excuse me. Like 4 times now.
So Alex Hormozi said that the expectations of the rushes was it was going to be really easy, but if you reframe the expectation in their mind, they're far more willing to go through hard stuff.
Ooh, that's good.
So the Roof Tiger story is that we have a 10-year vision of how this company wants to look in 10 years. And so even on year 1.5, if we're dealing with really hard stuff, it's like, hey, this was all part of it.
Yeah.
The expectation is we were going to go through this. Therefore, it resets the frame, and it's like, we're going to make it through. We're going to be an amazing company, and this is what we're going to continue to do. So don't chase the money. Chase the process and know that it's long-term. Do not build a company for short-term profit. It'll never work. Think like Chipotle and continue to reset your processes.
Can somebody tell me if the audio is working?
Hopefully.
I keep on, like, literally this mic is the most annoying thing in the world. Anyways.
It works in sometimes.
I love that because my, I ask it, but I also, like, worked it into our process now because somebody else is helping recruit and hire. It's just like, this is exactly what I frame it as. This is going to be a difficult adventure.
Yes.
It's like climbing a mountain, but it's going to be worthwhile.
It'll be worth it.
It's going to be worth it. And, like, sometimes people are like, they don't understand. Like, what do you mean? Like it's going to be difficult, but like everything good in life is difficult.
But if you set that expectation that it's going to be difficult, and then once it becomes difficult, you're like, yeah, we already expected this, so let's just get past it and let's keep going.
Yeah.
But if you thought it was just going to be easy, that you're going to build an amazing company without a lot of strife and a lot of hard work, you're just setting wrong expectations for yourself.
All right, something I like to pick everyone's brain about, is firing.
Yeah.
Have you fired?
I have.
Have you fired a lot of people?
5 people.
Hey, I just think that is such an important topic that like roofing, especially the guys that I deal with, because I deal with a lot of nice guys.
Yes.
In the roofing industry.
Yes.
Like you just got to talk about more.
It's really hard.
It's super hard.
I've learned from a couple different times to just get straight and quick to the point. Don't drag on. Just say, hey, today's going to be your last day, and this is the reason why. And there's no hard feelings personally. This is purely business, and I really respect you as a human being, but this is the way we're going to go. And that's it. Short and sweet, to the point.
You can't leave it open for discussion.
No.
3 things I keep on talking about are 72 hours of pain, the day before, the day of, and the day after.
That's very true.
RTI, release to industry, they're going to get another job. They're going to be fine. Like, you didn't hire a schmuck.
No.
It's just not the right fit here, and then it's usually really good for the people around them.
Yes. Really hard, though.
Yeah.
Doesn't make it any more easy.
Yeah, no, it's
That's
like,
for sure.
Literally, like, I've done it and, like, had, like, a migraine for like 24 hours afterwards.
It's
like,
tough.
It doesn't, but that's the thing. The reason that it's so important is because it's so hard.
Yes.
So some people are literally just ignoring it entirely.
Yep.
And even though you've only been around, you haven't been around that long.
No.
5 years?
No, this is our 3rd year anniversary on August 1st.
3rd?
Yeah.
So 3 years and you learned how to do it. I literally don't think I fired one person for the first 3 years.
I'm not really good at it.
Yeah.
But,
but no, like,
just try.
It's important to do it, though. It's just like, I'm not saying we're good. I'm just saying, like, you have to.
Yeah. No, it's necessity. And, performance issues are never fun.
All right, let's see if we can work these guys. Hey, you guys be part of this for a second. So we're in Minneapolis. These guys, Ben Fikes from here. What up, what up?
Hey.
And what's your name?
Monica.
Nice to meet you on the line here. We're hanging out. We're going to the book offices.
Yeah.
Talking about the Roof Tiger story. When did you join the Roof Tiger story?
Like a month ago.
Month ago.
Oh,
30 days
cute.
in.
Come on.
Yeah,
yeah. And what did you, from an outside perspective, I've learned to involve the ladies more because, one, they're good for content. Like, people watch it more when this is just like
A bunch of sweaty dudes.
But also because they usually have very good perspective. So what do you think? Obviously, Ben's starting to become very successful here.
He is.
And what would you say that you've learned from that about his process? Did you join his life recently, or
We've been together for about 2 years now. Prior to doing this,
what's changed?
well, I started working for him. That's one of the biggest things.
That's gonna be weird.
But just watching him grow is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Every year they get better in terms of profit margins and, you know, reaching more areas. And it's just cool to watch him do his thing. And I'll always be his biggest fan. And this is just an awesome career change. I was previously a neuroscience intensive care nurse and then went down to the ER and took a bunch of traumas. So huge difference going from nursing to roofing. And
Yeah, we think it's hard in roofing
Yeah.
and marketing, like for me, but like trauma. Oh my god.
trauma. Yeah, I've seen a lot, but this is a lot. It's stressful at times, but it's a good kind of stress.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, somebody's life isn't really on the line.
Yeah.
But these are problems that you can fix and work on, and you have a team to back you up. So it's awesome.
Ben,
Yeah.
Mike,
Oh yeah.
What's up?
we're doing a live, and I didn't do a live with you. Do you want to give a quick shout out to Inc. and what you guys do, real quick?
Yeah, so ink payments, so we're saving time, we're getting you paid faster. We're also solving the headache that you get with the mortgage company. You had one headache with the insurance company getting the scope approved, and now you got the second headache, which is the mortgage company. So we're going to take all that off your hands. You know, it's kind of like, what's the tax service, right? They're like, don't do your taxes. You know, let TurboTax do your taxes. So don't do your mortgage checks. You know, let Ink do your mortgage checks for you. So
Hey,
yes,
Smart.
sir.
just bring the commercial with us.
There we
Yes.
go.
You know what I mean?
Tim, what do you do for a living?
Yeah, I love it. But anyways, thank you for
Yes.
Can you pass me that back, the mic? Just wanted to say thank you for joining us on this live. Ben, you're elevating the industry.
We've got one person. Who's the person?
I don't know.
Is it Ethan Andis?
Um,
Ethan.
They'll watch it later. But
Yes.
nonetheless, appreciate you joining for the live. Watch the podcast, which will come out soon. We're going to talk about ferocious branding.
Let's go.
We're going to talk about what you can do to get more attention.
Yes, sir.
It's an attention economy.
It is attention economy.
And you know, one way that you could get less attention is go live at 3:34 in the afternoon when everyone's already
We'll watch
at
it
work.
later.
Yeah. All right. Appreciate y'all. Bye.